Hi guys, so I recently went to visit Mindy in North Carolina. If you watch her videos, then a while back she actually was here and we recorded a little bit then on her channel. So this is my first attempt at any of this stuff. Please keep that in mind when you see how choppy some of this is because I've literally never had to edit anything before and it's a lot harder than you think it is. Like it takes some effort. So just be patient with me when you see how some of this stuff turned out. I think it's not terrible, but I'm more judgmental of myself. You know, everybody's always more judgmental of themselves. So, yeah. Mindy did film quite a bit as well for her channel, so I'll link her below, and that way you can go see that part. If you're curious why my hair is purple here, where it isn't normally, then you can go check out her channel because there was a pretty interesting night where we actually, well, all I'll say is it involves alcohol. So I'll leave it at that. Now, as far as my video, just for context, I've never taken a trip like this before, especially not by myself. So this was my first time getting on an airplane by myself and, you know, going and doing all those things. So it was kind of a big trip for me. It was exciting. And I haven't seen my aunt that you'll see her in part of the video. I haven't seen her in years, so it was great to get to see her and catch up. And yeah, so with that being said, we'll skip forward to the day of my flight. Hey guys, so it's officially the day of the flight. I'm super excited. Basically what's going to happen at this point, I need to like take my shower and get dressed and I have a list. Don't worry, I'm very disorganized, but I do have a list. So I have a few things I have to get done this morning, and then friend's gonna come and pick me up for my flight and like drive me over there. They have no desire to be recorded, so I'm not gonna film that. But yeah, I'm gonna get all my stuff together, get dressed, and I might film at the airport. It depends on how comfortable I am and how much time I have. Like I've never been in an airport before. Well, I've been in an airport, but it's been a long time. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But if nothing else, by the end of the day, I should be in North Carolina with my cousin, and I am very, very excited about that. Okay, so I made it to Charlotte, but there has been a lot of interesting happenings already. I didn't really expect to have anything to tell you guys at this point. But so far, like the KCI part was fine. That didn't have any problems. I found my gate and everything was super simple, it's a small airport, so that makes sense. I'm a little awkward right now because I'm actually filming in the airport, and that's weird. There's people around. But so I got on my flight, took off, everything was great, and about halfway through I felt something cold on my foot, and I thought maybe it was just like an air vent kicking on, like something like that. But then I went to pick up my bag and actually take it with me to leave, and I realized someone had spilled a drink, and that drink had leaked all over my shoe, which I have leather shoes, so it really didn't, I just felt the coldness, I didn't feel the wet. My socks didn't get wet or anything. But yeah, my bag was totally wet. Everything in it seemed to be okay, but my bag was soaked, so that was great. I get off in Charlotte. I'm in Charlotte right now, and I'm like running through the gate because my other connecting flight is supposed to leave any minute, and I have to get there right now, and I'm in a hurry, and so I run. I don't run. Like, I kind of have asthma, and it's not good. So I run all the way to this gate, and then they tell me, oh, you're at the wrong gate. You just need to go down here to the right. You know, it's not that far away. Sure. Quarter mile later, like, this place is huge. Quarter mile later, I end up getting to this gate, and I'm like, I don't see the info on the board. I don't see, you know, like, because normally it says, you know, flight to wherever. And I didn't see my flight to Raleigh listed anywhere, and I was like, am I in the right place or not? So I asked the person, I'm like, hey, is this where I'm supposed to be? And she goes, oh, yeah, it's the right one, but it's been delayed. They don't leave until 7. This was at, what was that, 4 o'clock? 4 o'clock. So I ran all the way across this airport to get there to find out that I had 3 hours before I had to leave. Yeah, that was kind of horrible. So I call Mindy and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna be 3 hours late, you know, don't get in a hurry. She's already waiting for me at the other airport. Like, she's there, she's ready, she's waiting. Been there for a while, actually. So we're like talking about it, going back and forth, and she's like, you know what? It's 2.5 hours, I'll come get you. And I'm like, you have to understand, she drove like an hour to get to the airport that she was at. She was gonna drive another 2.5 hours to come get me, drive another 2.5 hours back, plus that extra hour just to get to her place. And I'm like, are you sure you want to do this? And she's like, yeah, because by the time, you know, you go to leave, the flight's already getting, you know, by the time the flight leaves, I could have been there. I'm like, okay, fine. So it's like 10 minutes later that I'm like, oh yeah, here's why that's a bad idea. I checked my bags. So even if you come get me, we're going to have to turn around and wait for my bags to get there. There's no point in you driving over here. She's like, shit. That is how that would work out. So I am in an airport. I'm hanging out. I've got a couple more hours to go, I think. They actually did a really intelligent thing here where I'll show you. They have this great atrium and it's got like trees in it and you can see outside and it doesn't feel like you're trapped in a dungeon. So that's the important thing. It's still really crowded, still really loud, but if you go in one of the stores, that's not so bad. So I don't know, I've been kind of wandering around and just trying to see what all they have. But it is cool because you could literally buy anything here. You can live your whole life in an airport. It's awesome. So hopefully here before long I'll get back on a flight, land in Raleigh, Mindy can pick me up, and then we'll actually get to start the week. Didn't really expect this, expected to be there by now, but it's a trip. That's my philosophy. Like, I don't get upset about things like this because that's part of a vacation. That's part of a trip, is having those bumps in the road. If everything went smooth, it wouldn't be very exciting. So I just see it as part of the journey. On the first day that I was in North Carolina, I got to spend the day with my aunt. We went to Little Washington, which is down on the coast, kind of by Emerald Island and all those things. It's kind of in that area, at least I think. I could be totally wrong about that. But we went and saw the ducks and just walked along the water. It's a sound, is my understanding. I don't exactly know what that means. But we went to feed the turtles, so you can see all the turtles here, and we were just throwing them little pieces of bread and stuff, and they really like that. There were a bunch of them, and they were really fighting over the bread. There was one little baby turtle that we kept trying to feed, and all the other turtles would snatch the food away from him, and there was a couple of times I thought they were going to bite his head off, but he did get away, and he was safe. The other thing is the fish. I was not expecting, there you just saw him like go darting away after we threw the bread, and there they're grabbing it. They're almost like little piranhas. They come in and snatch all the bread and eat it before the turtles can even get it. I'm not sure I would feel safe putting my toes in that water, but we had a lot of fun feeding them and just kind of walking up and down and looking at the water and everything. So it was a good day. Hi guys, so I'm at Mindy's house. I've actually been here for a couple days. It's Friday now. And I've been having a great time. I went to Little Washington with my aunt, which was really, really fun. She's basically my second mom, and I haven't gotten to spend a lot of time with her since they've moved out here, so it's been really good to see her and hang out and just get to, you know, spend some time together. So the plan today was that we were going to, well, Mindy had to go to work last night, so she was there until about noon this morning, you know, today. And so the plan was that she was going to do that. I was going to jump up, go get my hair dyed and my nails done, meet back up and get some, you know, some drinks and go sit by the pool and just kind of hang out and do those kind of things. And then I think we're going to go to Bad Daddy's tonight for sure. Little hitch in that plan is that it is absolutely pouring outside right now. Which, I guess, if you're in the water, you're going to be wet anyway, but I don't know if we're going to do that, because it is kind of like lightning and stuff, so we'll have to see if it's probably not a good idea to do that. I did get my nails done. I love this color, and then I'll have to show you a picture of my toes. They're a totally different color, or here, actually, foot shot. So yeah, I got 2 different colors, which I wasn't planning on doing, but I got the pink first. And then I was like, I don't know if I really like that. So I decided to switch over to this for my fingernails, and I like it a lot better. I should have gotten it all the way through, but whatever. So they're actually out doing stuff, and they're going to be back here pretty soon, and then we're going to figure out what we're going to do. Like I said, I know Bad Daddy's is definitely going to happen because we're all really excited about that. But other than that, not entirely sure. Might just end up staying in and watching a movie or something, considering how it's raining and everything. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Yeah, I'm just really excited to be here, and this trip has been a long time coming, so I'm excited that it's finally here and that we're finally doing this. Queso. All right, you're clear. So this was the beginning of our beach day. We got up at 2 a.m., which was insane to begin with. And we were going to get up and go meet with my aunt, head to the beach, grab some Bojangles on the way, of course, and just spend the day on the beach and fishing and all that. And so we had gone out to her shed to try and find, you know, all the fishing poles and get everything ready. And I kept hearing something scratch around in the roof, and I couldn't figure out what it was until we came outside and saw that there were kittens in the attic. There's just a really small hole there, and somehow their mama got up there and decided that was where she was going to have her kittens. So here we were debating whether or not we should take them down and try to keep them safe or just leave them where they were. We ended up just leaving them there.
Hey guys, welcome back to my vlog. Just kidding, this is Amber's vlog. But I stole her phone and we are at the beach. Yay! We are currently under the pier because the sun's so bright we didn't want to be like all squinty on you. Still squinting, but you know, just a little bit. And it's like super windy up over. It's super windy and it's really loud because of the waves. But let's walk down the beach. We found. This is my mom, which is Amber's auntie. Say hi.
Hi. We're collecting seashells on the seashore.
Yeah, there's a bunch of seashells, as you can see. Kind of hurt your bare feet to stand on them.
Yeah.
And the water's just a little bit cold. Just a little bit.
It's
Oh,
not bad.
That's a nice one. Look at that.
I am sinking in this sand.
Yeah, that's the part. You gotta keep moving. But yeah, there's some really nice seashells. Here comes the water. There's some really big seashells too.
This one.
Oh, that one's cool. Show the camera. Can you see them? Yeah, there you go. That's
Like
really
a
cool
flower.
looking. It kind of does look like a flower.
And I like this one. It looks like a foot.
That's pretty cool.
And then I like this one because it's red.
Oh, that's pretty.
Oh, I do
I
like
said
the
there
red
was some
bird.
pretty big
Now, this one,
seashells.
there was some- I got one that was the size of my palm earlier.
Really?
Yeah. I like it. I like it.
You keep sinking, so you have to keep moving.
Or just, sink until you stop sinking.
Well, no, I don't think you ever stop. It's like quicksand.
It's like a vertebrae.
Look what my mom just found. It's a bone.
It's a vertebrae. I am sinking.
And they're going to keep it.
Yes, we're gonna keep it.
Oh my goodness.
For you. Thank you. Such good service. I just like Yeah, that's good. I like turkey shells. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty.
I mean, it's like strong.
There's a fishing pier.
Yeah, it's I really want to find one of the spirally ones. I'm not keeping this one. Look how thick it is.
That is a thick seashell.
Yeah, he's lived there for a while. Oyster?
Yeah, it looks like an oyster shell. Mm-hmm.
I want it too. I see. You keep picking them up. Like you find enough that you like, and you're like, okay, I'm done, and then you just find more.
That's why I said I've got only a
I
million.
need like a suitcase to take home shells.
Yes.
I have to buy a suitcase just for that.
Well, you saw my house. I have like a million of them. And look at the little birdie.
You pick up a bunch of them, you can take them to Melinda's house, and then you leave them there. No, really pick out what you really want for the rest of the trip. There you go.
Yeah, like I said, I got some Ziploc bags you could pack them in. Because even if you rinse them off, they still have, sand and stuff. But you can oyster shells.
Yeah. I know this is it, but it looks like a shark tooth.
Actually, it is.
Is it a shark tooth?
Yeah.
It's awful dull.
Well, they get worn out. That was probably from like a baby shark.
Baby. I've already over
Baby
my
shark. There's like less seashells over here now.
Yeah, there's a huge amount of them over there on the other side of the pier.
Oh yeah.
Like it starts here and it just goes more over there.
This water feels amazing.
These are all oyster shells. I love those. And like I said, what I did was put ones together.
Yeah.
Oyster shells.
So we're right now sitting on the pier. Sorry for the squinty faces. It is very bright and we're looking right at the sun.
Are you recording me drinking my drink?
Yes, I'm recording you drinking your drink. Got a couple of drinks. Just watching fishermen's fishing, watching the waves onto the camera. Yes, I gotta blow off. I gotta get it.
Kind of exciting.
Baby shark, baby shark. Catching mom red-handed.
Busted.
What's that?
So this is a fishing pier, and while I feel really bad for the fish that are caught, almost everyone does do catch and release. One thing that's caught quite often are sharks, and like I said, I feel bad, but I know they try to be as humane and gentle as they possibly can. This shark actually had 2 hooks caught in him, and so he took both of those out before he released them. Like I said, I feel bad, but it's kind of interesting to see something like this up close where you normally wouldn't get to do that. So I took this opportunity to come over and see what it was like to pet a shark. And then just after this, they actually did throw him back.
Touch him.
No, it's okay.
Why not? Touch him. Justin,
Here.
grab him so she can touch him.
You hold.
Thank you.
Is it okay if I touch him?
Ooh, they feel weird. Yeah. Weird.
Thank you.
Jump in it. Wait, you can't jump. Yeah, I was gonna say. They're fast.
It's a projector. Amber, you have to touch me. Go ahead and put your hand in.
Yeah, put your hand in the water.
Oh yeah, just put your hand in the water.
By the way, you
That's,
just
I mean, little kids do too, but you don't scare them when you do that. They're coming around. They're so people friendly. They're so used to
I can't reach him.
yeah, you gotta go all the way down.
you gotta reach in.
Ugh.
Elbow deep.
I touched him.
Elbow deep.
I was more than elbow deep.
Well, wait for the pole.
Thank you.
Here he comes.
Ew, he was slimy.
No, they're not. They're just silky. They're silky.
Look at that one.
Oh, look at him.
He talked to me.
Touching. Really touching.
Oh, that's weird.
He says, pet me some more. He says, pet me some more, Amber. I'm waiting for you guys.
I'd have to like waddle all the way over there. If you scooch, then I'll scooch. But you gotta scooch, Glenda.
You gotta scoot. Just pat him. Just like a good dog. Here comes one.
That one has a spine.
Reach down there already.
My favorite part. There you go. Touch him. Touch him.
I'm done. It's so cold. Like my arm is cold.